What up, Scoob? I'm wearing a hoodie. It's so damn cold. And I went down to get my replacement batteries for my vape, and they're not charged yet. So I'll have to make a trip downstairs. They were almost charged, but not quite. So a whole bunch of new stuff to go over tonight. And a gigantic freaking box that I got last Sunday. And I could have opened it then, but I decided to wait until tonight to open it. What's up, V-Twin? Cheers with my Don't Tread on Me coffee. As I choke to death on coffee. Nothing much. Just playing Forza Horizon. Is that a racing game? Time will tell. For some reason, apparently my mouth isn't big enough to get the coffee out, so it pours down my chin. I've never been accused of not having a big enough mouth. This is an open world racing game. Cool. And I added this over here. Really can't read it, can you? Because I was going to upload these to YouTube for everybody who used to watch there who hasn't subscribed. I wonder if I can change the color of that. Doopy 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 doo. That's exactly what it is. It's the caved in jaw. What's up, foos? Font setting. There we go. Let's change this to white. Maybe it'll show up a little bit better. There we go. Would you say there was a loud fucking fire truck by? I don't know. Oh, probably the caved in jaw comment. Because everybody knows I have a caved in jaw. Somebody even went to the trouble of creating an account on YouTube with the name Stew's Caved in Jaw. Thing definitely keeps my coffee hot, and I'm not a big fan of hot coffee. Yes, apparently my bottom jaw is somehow caved in or something. I don't know. There, you can read that a little bit better. Yeah, I was going to upload last week's, and then I thought, oh, hey, the chat is over on the side, and that won't upload to the video. So it'll just be me sitting there talking to myself reading people's comments, but nobody would be able to tell that I was reading comments. So I figured this unmurkies the water a little bit. And I have a bone to pick with whoever makes my creamer. They used to have nice little square bottles. It was about that big, square, that I could lay down in my fridge and it wouldn't roll all over the place. And the lid actually screwed on and had a flip top that you could pour. Well, now they have a screw on top.
Well, I guess that makes our naughty parts tingle.
Fuck your creamer. What's wrong with my creamer? I like my creamer. Time for some rum and coke. What's up, Ami? Slim? But the new lid that they made for it, it snaps on over where you take the screw off lid. And when you tilt it to pour it, I really need to remove that fucking screaming goat. Wait, you got Dancing Kenny, Slim? I want Dancing Kenny. Stewie Doll? My friend Rob does. I want the Dancing Kitty, damn it. I'm excited to go through all my bags over here. Is that text on the screen really annoying? It's supposed to be Stoopy. The doll doesn't make it any better. As in Cupid doll, I get it. What the hell does that say? It's too small, I can't read it. Something sorry. He's a friend of mine. You have to overlook him. This message is highlighted. Yes, yes it is. And you spent 100 points in order for it to be highlighted. But apparently, it doesn't highlight it over here. Wanna get high? Oh, it says mommy sorry? Well, let's try to shrink that down a little bit. Since it's white now, it may be more readable, smaller. What? I've been robbed! It's still highlighted over here. What do you want for 100 points? Alright, let's go over the bags. Since you all insisted. And I have a gigantic freaking box that I've been sitting on for a week. That I'm excited to open. This, I got to keep in the box. So before Tiger says anything. When you gonna build that? As you notice down here at the bottom, it comes with Cara Dune, who has been canceled. So I bought it in support of Cara Dune. So, you never answered my question earlier, Stu. That's bad arse. Oh, what was your question? remember you saying I probably already know the answer, but then I don't remember the question that you asked. Target has a whole lot of my money lately.
I'm in danger.
Scoob's in danger. Do you have any of the Pez dispensers they put out a couple years ago? Yes. I have a set of them. I have the jumbo ones that actually dispense entire packets of Pez. She was. I tried timing her out. Who would you like to time out, Army? And he has the special one. Uh-oh. Scoob's been timed out. Somebody remind me in... what is that? That's 10 minutes. Somebody remind me in 5 minutes and we'll untime her out. Oh, I never had access to the giant ones here in town. I've got one that's a Death Star, an R2-D2, a Darth Vader, Yoda, Grievous, Chewbacca, and I think that's it. I started reading Ted's name while I was reading and threw his name in there. What's up, Ted? We have the Hobgoblin from Spider-Man. And he comes with the glider. Sweet. Like I said, I think I already knew the answer. Yeah, I have one that's in like a display case. It came with like 7 or 8 of them. Scoob probably likes that one. But she can't say anything. Finally found the Coin Droids 50th anniversary with C-3PO. I haven't found Boba Fett or R2-D2 yet. My 15-year-old daughter would be going nuts over your pops. I've got way too many already. I just picked up a comic book of Darth Bane's first appearance. Pretty stoked. Darth Bane. Is that from the first, I guess you would call it a season? Oh, there's the 3 that are available from the droid cartoon. Please release Scoob now. She's a nice lady. Well, since you're the one who timed her out, untime out. There we go. And I didn't even know if they were coming out with these, but what's up, Steve? What's up, R&R? We have the Shocker from the Retro Spider-Man 6-inch series. Army, you're mean. Really? Coming from the person who has probably utilized the timeout the most? And Hammerhead. These just kind of caught me by surprise. I had no idea that they were coming out with more in this line, but there you go. Cheers. This didn't know it was being released this soon. And you can't see it because it's reflecting the screen. It's Strider! Look at that box art. Haven't seen Terror Claw Skeletor or Flying Fist He-Man either. And they're both on the box there. Yeah, you tie me out once, Rock. Scoob tied me out once, and regret came really fast. You reap what you sow, Scoob. Oh, really, R&R? Want me to redeem another 5,000 for you? Uh-oh. So we even? Oh yeah, I forgot. I found some more of the C-3POs. So, I have several of the C-3POs now. Because they were like really, really hard to find, and I found 2 of them. And then I found one at another store. And, yeah, so now I have 3 of the special edition C-3POs. Cartoon edition. And I just stumbled across this one. It's the Cult Leader Triclops, which is voiced by Henry Rollins, for those who didn't know. So he comes with his little cloak and Cult Leader attire, or he comes with the classic. So much for points, Army. Now, the Scoob Liberation Front, or SLF, is nothing to trifle. She has her own Liberation Front. This is kind of goofy, but when you see it, you'll know why I had to get it. And the little jet thing there, a little missile, shoots out of his backpack. Does he talk or anything? I thought he actually talked, but apparently not. But yes, we have the newly painted armor of Boba Fett. And now I have a stuffed Boba Fett. That's cool. Uh-oh. Scoob's gonna bite you, Army. Where's Lippy? I got a new flashlight. Because the one I have... Oh, it even came with batteries? Damn! They were on clearance for $3.50. One day, Stu will have a store called Nerd Mart. What makes you think I don't already have it? I'm just building up inventory so I can open the doors. Oh, I thought that was going to be really strange. I thought it took double A's, but it came with triple A's. But I have one like this in my toolbox, but the little compartment that holds the batteries in broke, so I needed one for work. And when I saw this was on clearance for $3.50, I said, well, hey, that sounds like a good idea to me. And the fucking back won't go on this one. There we go. Alright, let's see how bright it is. pretty bright. Yeah, that'll work.
Holy shit. That was actually impressive.
So that'll work. And it's got a little thing to set it up and point it at whatever I want it to. And it's got a little hook on the top, so I can hang it and use it. My nose itches. But I picked up a couple of those. One for the house and one for my toolbox. Oh. Then I have this. I never saw these in stores, but I found one on eBay for $10, so I figured, what the hell, why not? Just write Star Wars on it with a Sharpie. Then it's a collectible. Buy box. Press my belly. Where at exactly on the belly? He's supposed to walk around, I think. His batteries may be dead. Which means that I will probably have to take him out of the box. Which the box is pretty trashed anyways. Like I said, it was only $10. Flippy. Ow. Here, lip, 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 lip. Get your ass out of there. And then there's trying to build an anticipation for the giant box that I have over there. Oh no, it takes a fucking... So I wonder if he will actually walk. Well, the batteries aren't dead, so that's a good thing. He does actually walk around. He just kind of runs into stuff. Yeah, let's not have you walk into the heater. So what was the demo thing where I was supposed to press his belly? I can't read that. If only I had a flashlight. It's just on or off. I don't even see a demo setting. Thank you for the host, Fatality. Oh, hold on. I gotta switch your damn power off because you're gonna get annoying running around. Libby. Hug my Uncle Stu and everybody.
Fatality!
Oh, I knew that would catch on. Working on a Saturday night? Tell him I say you should have the day off. Now, as for this other box, who wants to guess what's in this box? Lippy! Hi, Steve. Doing good. Oh, I should probably not put my address right there, huh? Who wants to guess what's in this box? It's a really, really big box. Nope, not armor. As you can tell from the branding, it's from Big Bad Toy Store. See, you need to do the wave. Libby. Hi. Dead hooker! Ah, John wins. No, this is something that I pre-ordered about 1.5 years ago. And I was starting to think that it was never going to come in. And then all of a sudden, it shows up on my doorstep. I'm going to rip that because I don't want to cut the damn... Well, looks like they padded it, actually. Hi, Army of Supergirl. Kurtai! Come on. Open up, damn you. Alright. I got everything cut off here. Nope. Oh, it's in a box in a box. Curtholio. That's a new one. Ooh, it's in the Mattel box. I just knocked something off my desk. Alright. I didn't feel like dealing with that giant box in here. What the hell did I knock off of my desk? Oh, it was a Big Bad Toy Store advert. It is a big box. And now I have to open another box that was inside the big box. And it's actually a Mattel box, which have been known to go for quite a bit of money. But that pretty much tells me that the thing inside should be pristine. Oh, it is pretty much... This box is the exact same size as the box that is in it. Oh, I have to be careful not to lift it up too far, because then you'll see what it is. It's Castle Grayskull. Check that out. Which, as many of you know, I do not have a Castle Grayskull. I have Snake Mountain because I was not allowed to get anything good. My brother got all the good figures, the good vehicles. You son bitch. So I have Snake Mountain, but I do not have Castle Grayskull. Until now. So now I have Castle Grayskull. Is that from He-Man? It is from He-Man. Don't open that fucker any further. You've gone too far already. No, it's back in the Mattel box. But I will probably display it in the box in the other room once I figure out how the hell I'm going to do. I think Kurt must have already been asleep last week. I had one when I was a kid. If you still got it, those are actually worth some money now. How did I fail? There's no fail. It's Castle Grayskull, damn it. But did you have Strider? R&R. Nope, I was a dumb kid. Yes, the horse. Yep. That unfortunately was a good vehicle as well, so I could not get that. I do have the Razor though. I think that's a Roton, that's what it was called. With the little blade that spins around when you push it. Yeah, great toy for kids to play around with. Hey, it looks like a circular saw. It looks like fun. I'd want to open it. Ooh, he's cool too. Technically, nobody is dumb. Just saying. There's that damn screaming goat again. Dude, I fall asleep too easy. It's tough being cheesy. Are you cheesy? Tiger, peace, man. I never can tell how much is left in this damn thing. Ooh, there's actually quite a bit left. This is where I knock it off the desk after I take the protective top off that keeps it from being spilled everywhere. LSD, you take that feel-good millennial horse shit and go to your damn room. Coffee. Joke's on you, I'm in my room. Coffee. It's the only thing that's kept me sleeping regular since I started this new job. Every night I have a cup of coffee, and then by the time I go to bed, I'm out. If I drink it in the morning, then I'm dragging ass all day. That sweet cream I've been drinking. What kind of cream did you get? You already missed my rant about the new bottle that whatever creamer I use changed to. Pissed me off. But it's still horse shit, LSD. Just kidding. Yes, Lady Scooby-Doo is LSD. Can someone make me a Fad Blagne Smooch, please? You've had too much to drink tonight already, Tiger. In the corner, LSD. Nah. Just grow your beard, Stu. It gets itchy, and then I shave it off, and then I want it back and grow it halfway back, and then it gets itchy, and then I shave it off. Italian sweet cream mate coffee mate. Coffee mate. Do not buy the big bottles. They used to be cool. They were a square bottle and the top actually screwed on. Not anymore. Now it's a pop on top that pours everywhere when you try to pour it through the spout. Stu, you have your stove license? I do have my stove license. If I didn't, I would have starved by now. Fuck my Wi-Fi. Redeem timeout. Any chat participant, 5,000 points. 3 minutes seems worth these 5,000 points. Oh, you didn't say who you wanted timed out. Tough shit, I'm drinking that creamer like it or not. That's the one that I drink, but I use, oh, I forgot my phone had a stupid update. Uh-oh. Scoop, of course. Didn't you just have regret for timing her out just like 5 minutes ago? Alright, we will do it the fair way. He says 3 minutes. Timeout. Start the timer 3 minutes. Oh yeah, hazelnut. Hazelnut's great. What's up, Mish? Lurk. Well, thank you for the lurk. I do have a couple beers sitting back here, but I wanted to finish off my coffee first. You know, she does have points, Army. You may end up with a timeout when she gets back. Hi, Mish. The software has been successfully installed. Your device is now ready to use. Well, I was already using it, so that's not really a big news flash. I timed out my daughter in real life once. She threw a plate at the clock. It was awesome. Got you tabbed. Hope you're good. All is good here. Oh, and now my phone's going to show me every stream that has started since my update started like an hour ago. So it's going to be going off for a while. Alright, now my coffee's going. Oh, might as well finish off the root beer. Root beer's gone. Time for a beer. Great. Army's starting a family feud. Your phone update took an hour? Well, that's when I did the update. And I hadn't looked at it since then, so... It was right after I posted my thing on Instagram. Is anybody able to bend a bottle cap like Stack did? I can't do it without cutting the fuck out of my hand. He would bend it, but he wouldn't bend it this way, with this side in. He would bend it with this side in. And I can't do it. I guess that means Say what? You posted your thing on Instagram all the time. Yeah, it's on my OnlyFans though. Yeah, it's not more than just it's a lot more than just hard. It's fucking impossible. And I don't know how he did it. He I know he used like the meat of his hand there. No. I don't see that ever happening. You can do it, Army? I just twist them to remove them. Is that my beer fizzing? The scoop's gone. I use my teeth. Two hands, twist cap. Well, I want to see you do it. Because he's the only one that I've ever seen that could bend it the wrong way. I mean, it's easy to bend the other way. Army! Here she is. Hi, Scoob. There's a whole bunch of butts. Oh, wow. It actually transferred those over to the on-screen. Just for some reason, it doesn't like the highlighted messages. I'm mad at you, Army. Stop. I don't drink. A cap will be the hard part. Well, that would definitely cause an issue. I think that's one of my old ones. It's got kind of a skunky taste, but then again, it could be because I just finished a giant cup of coffee and downed like a tenth of a root beer before I started drinking it. So I've got a whole bunch of different flavors in my mouth right now. And I'm thinking sugar and beer probably don't mix real well. I love you, Scoob, but online parenting is a job I take very seriously. It's hard. Coffee and beer. Just wait. I'll get you back. And expensive. He's cashed in 10,000 points and it's not even an hour into the stream yet. Coffee. And I've decided to start using the brew stew voice for Kaya. Every time I talk to her. Yes, I talk to Kaya on a regular basis. Hi, I'm back for more. Welcome back, Sunk. How do I dim my screen? Oh, and they updated slobs. Who has the most points? That I'm not sure. Hey, lady! Hey, I'm a big scary dog. 67.6 thousand points. I'd say that's pretty high. Of course, I've got Infinity, so I got y'all beat. She's so evil. Wow, that's a lot of goat screaming. I've got infinity squared. I don't think that's possible. Son, my almost favorite person.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Don't make me play that one from last week. There it is.
Surprise, motherfucker.
First prize, motherfucker. Hard eyes, motherfucker. Rude eyes, motherfucker. Supplies, motherfucker. Some fries, motherfucker. Disguise, motherfucker. Some pies, motherfucker. All rise, motherfucker. Wrong size, motherfucker.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I don't know why. Don't know why that's so funny to me, but it was. Now I lost track of where I was. Oh, yeah. It was that one. I'm banning y'all. R&R is my favorite, too. R&R, you know what? You are my favorite person. Trolls are like sand people? How do you get that? Do they run in tribes? I don't want to say too much because I don't know how many people have watched the Book of Boba Fett and how many are going to watch the Book of Boba Fett. Ah, we return in greater numbers. There you go. No spoilers or I gotta go. I'll give you one spoiler. It's good. I'm not gonna watch it. Don't say a thing. I'm driving down to visit. It's a lot of people are shitting on it, but I think it's pretty good. I think a lot of people are trying to weigh it against The Mandalorian. Oh yeah, I've watched 2.5 episodes, I think. Which apparently this is only the first half of the last season. And the next one doesn't drop until a later time. I have a strange feeling if I leave, someone will time me out. Cough, cough. Army. Just 6 of them? I'm out of points now, Scoob. Ozark's already on Netflix? Yep. The first, I'm not sure how many episodes it is. Did she miss something?
I'm in danger.
You actually may be in danger, Army. Excuse me. No, only the first half of the is it 4th or 3rd season? The last season. What's up, KB KFC? Where are you from? What do you do? Or every damn week 1? Okay. Well, it must be fit. How did I know that that was going to be Allie D? Sorry about that. This season of Ozark still rocks. Excuse me. Yes, that was a very boisterous entrance there, LED. I'll take some KFC chicken. Better go wipe. Get on that. But I will not search for a bidet for you because I'm still getting fucking ads for bidets because we talked about it one time on stream. I can smell it. Had to let one go. Sorry. This is a safe space, LED. Let it fly. Smell, I can taste it. Oh, that was a little bit too much information. Uh-oh. Does this mean that Army found a bottle cap? What the hell did he send me? Enjoy the videos and music you love. Upload original content and share it all. Why did you send me an ad for YouTube, Army? You been watching Boba Fett? Silly question. Oh, yeah. I'm up to date on it, but we can't say anything about it because Curtis will go ballistic and... fuck my Wi-Fi. Sorry? I don't know what it is. It's just basically a commercial for YouTube. Oh, wait. No, what? What did I do? When a man says, I'm alright, you turn on vanish mode. What? How the hell did I do that? What the fuck is vanish mode? Who's first? I'm trying to finish Mandalorian first. What's wrong with it, Rock? Apparently it's kind of spotty. I've seen some of the figures coming out for the Boba Fett, the new Black Series line. Yep, I've got them on pre-order, but I think it's going to be a while before, with all the supply chain issues that we're having. Thanks, Biden. They do look cool, but you really can't do much to screw up Boba Fett. Oh, where's my... there we go. That's one of the things that I picked up this week. He looks very shiny. Well painted. I think they should still make his, the dent in his helmet shiny. Chrome with the Beskar shining through. It keeps falling out. Yeah, for UK Amazon are saying April. I think April or May is what it says for me, too. He looks like a turtle in a Halloween costume. Is that a plushie with armor on? It is. There's a label on it that says rocket launches. It does. This little rocket... I can't figure out where my hand is. Right here. This rocket goes on the top right there. And then this is basically just one of those pop-it launchers. Anybody remember what poppets were? I'm sure poppets were long gone before Scoob came along. Basically, you know what pool noodles look like? They were really small pool noodles, about this tall. And if you pinch them between your thumb and your finger like this, they would go flying. Looks more soft toy than... Yeah, it's a stuffed. Except for the helmet. The helmet's solid. How many gigawatts does it make at launch? Whippets? Is that what you called them? Had a pool noodle. It's made out of the same stuff that the pool noodles were made out of. See, you can get a Build-A-Bear Banta. Really? Sure. I used to get a good buzz on poppets. No, that would be Whippets. Whippets is where you take the CO2 cartridges and... Never mind. We don't talk about that on stream. I'm hungry now. Scoop had a pool noodle one time at band camp. See, I can't talk about nothing. Everything gets turned into something. Stew has had the Wawas. What? Head rush. A great way to pass out. I have too many times. See, it's easy to bend it that way. Not so easy to bend it the other way. Wonder if Legos still have... Nope. They have the ship formerly known as Slave One, but now it says Boba Fett's battleship or starship or something like that. Because I almost bought it the other day until I saw that it said Boba Fett's cosmic ship or whatever on it. I was like, nope, fuck that, I'm not buying it. Well, we'll be at war with Russia soon through Ukraine. So we got that going for us. Yeah, unless they only invade a little bit, and then apparently it's okay. We will not be at war with Russia. You don't think so? It was a dog kettle army, not band camp. And fuck my language. Or fuck my English. Because they're not allowed to say that. Russia isn't fucking retarded. Well, they've got over 100,000 troops on the border of Ukraine. I'm pretty sure they're not there for a picnic. So you need a lifelike speeder to park in the driveway. You'll be set. Believe me, if I can get one, I'd have one. I'll get to work on that, turning the Colorado into a sand speeder. What government isn't retarded? He makes a good point there, Army. Never been to a dog kettle either. I think it's a kennel, actually, but... Well, at least there's vodka. Ukraine joining NATO is way out of line with treaties. Make sure you have 3 COD armor plates ready. Russia isn't looking for nuclear war. I don't think anybody's looking for nuclear war. Kettle chips? They're so crispy. Didn't take us long to get right into the political shit. I like kettle chips too. Kettle chips are delicious. Oh, okay. I don't know what the OK was for. Choo choo! Steer hard 90. What? What did I get the other day? I got something for Oh, I got that for some reason. Which I still can't tell what the hell it is. It looks like a cat eating a heart. Hi, Allie. I like kettle chips too, if I knew what it was. They are potato chips that are cooked in a big vat of oil. A kettle, if you will. Just talking about Call of Duty Warzone. Ah, okay. And Scoob has a raccoon puking a rainbow. Taste the rainbow. Puke the rainbow. Like it. Chips are cooked in a kettle, R&R. I think it's a cat kissing and hugging a heart. Curtis just got all kinds of funky shit going on. And Scoop has a bunch of butts. Sounds nice, Lippy. Isn't that how all chips are cooked? They're cooked in oil, but apparently cooking them in a kettle makes them crispier? I don't know. Wait, didn't the Bidens fuck about in Ukraine the last decade? Oh, yeah. Yep, that's where Hunter made millions and millions of dollars. You'd like it, R&R. Bet you not a single Ukrainian is happy about this. Biden's looking at the bridges. What? It's Hyper Tiger. And it's Kaya with them big fucking teeth. Look, my nail's almost grown out now. I was thinking about cutting it or sanding it or filing it. Excuse me. My goodness, how embarrassing. But don't. Oh. No, I guarantee. He spent like, I forget what it was, 3/4 of the time that he's been in office in Delaware. And he refuses to release any paperwork saying who visited him while he was in Delaware. Barbecue kettle chips are, ooh, barbecue anything's good. I ate damn near a whole bag in one sitting. I'm a quarter Ukrainian. I demand justice. Go! Unicorns and whores, I think. What? That's who was visiting him in Delaware? Is that... I'm confused. Don't make me get out walking Chewbacca again. Unicorn. Rare. Nah, just kidding. My Ukrainian ancestors hightailed it out of there. I'm 100% Lithuanian, a country once a Russian satellite. Yeah, barbecue. Be cooler if his head turned while he was doing it. Makes me want to let Kaya in and have it run across the floor. Oh, shut up. I never watch the NFL. Not much into sports. Germany will probably stick their noses in it. He's so cute. Yeah, it's just kind of a goofy thing. You get beta on that? On what? On the Russian satellite? Thank you, Lippy. Yeah, Kaya would definitely rip it to shreds. That's why she would be on a chain and it would be walking around just out of her her reach. Cramp? Did you get a cramp, Tiger? I mean, aw. Canadians dying trying to escape to Florida is wild, eh? Yeah, how many bodies did they find? It was like 4 trying to sneak into the U.S. Ask Yoda, will Green Bay beat San Francisco?
The Force and its wisdom are all around us. Ask your will a yes or no question. Sense the Force in my left hand. Press it and answer you, I will.
Alright, how did he word it? Will Green Bay beat San Francisco?
Simple question you ask. No, I answer.
There you go. You gotta kill that goat. Or raise the price, one. I'm not sure which. Didn't someone die trying to smuggle people across the Canadian border? There was a whole family who died trying to sneak across the Canadian border. That was not the goat. That was me screaming. Let's watch. Great content. Grab the dog. It's time for a sacrifice. Packers versus Giants. Will the Packers beat the Giants?
Strong I am with the Force, but not that strong to see the answer.
Apparently he says it's going to be a toss-up. Put a beat on it now for the 49ers to win. But Yoda said... Screw Green Bay. Oh, that Castle Grayskull's just sitting there haunting me. Cheeseheads. Bengals for the win. Bengals wasn't even one of them that we brought up. I hate Green Bay as well. Curtis, hey now. That's my dad's favorite team. Uh-oh. There's going to be a feud. They didn't think through the whole fan because he falls down and blocks the intake for the fan. It's okay. Bengals gonna take it. Hooday. Ask Yoda, will Tampa beat the Rams? Will Tampa beat the Rams, Yoda?
Difficult question you ask. Answer not clear.
Oh, he's saying that one's going to be a toss-up, too. Yep. That's going to be our dicks when we're 65. Hey, look, everyone. It's me after 50. Hey, now, let's not talk about after 50. Too far? Biden is rooting for the Cubs in the Super Bowl. I do not doubt that one bit. Oh, I don't know if it's the coffee or the beer, but I got to pee. I got to pay. He's looking at the bridges. The bridges? Why do you keep saying the bridges? I don't understand that. It's both, you fool. Oh, the coffee and the beer. All right, well, we'll be right back. Apparently R&R just sent me something to explain what the bridges are. But I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Did we already scare off KFC? Oh, if he sent me nudes, I'll be very upset. It's actually pretty funny. They had a mark on the stage for him to walk out to. What's up, Azzo? Nerd Circle. Well, this is a great convo. What the hell is that? Two different lighters? Don't play with fire, Scoob. You'll pee the bed. Stu needs a GoPro. Like that? Yep, that's a GoPro. Go! Hey, Lippy. Oh, I haven't seen the Nerd Circle in the Heart. Use it when you go for a pee. No. At least it's not as bad as George W. Bush not being able to open a door after a press conference. Cool. What's the GoPro for? Stu needs to use the GoPro, period. Yeah, it's so complicated. The GoPro, I got it to film stuff like when I go camping and stuff like that, but haven't really been fishing or camping or really done much of anything. And it's too damn cold to do any of it right now, so I need a winning lottery ticket. Anybody want to help me out with that? I was going to buy one last week, but I got busy and missed the window to buy it, so I'll probably just go ahead and do it next week. Stream from the GoPro via mobile hotspot. Can you do that? I haven't really messed around with it much. I've had it for way too long. Tempted to get a GoPro for model railway. That would be cool. Oh, okay. Need to get the right wagon to fit one on. That's what I do, Stu. Really? You just hotspot the GoPro onto your phone? I just bring my whole film crew with me when I go pee. No, I use a jetpack. You got a jetpack? That's cool. Why do my ears always get so hot? They don't feel so hot, but yeah, that one does. The Thomas Edison birthplace stream was done that way. What's the size of the GoPro, Stu? The size. It's the Cube. It's a Hero 5. Is that what you were asking? And I've got the extended battery for it. It plugs into it like that. Yeah. Lights just came on when I did that. Edison was a punk bitch. Hashtag Tesla. Edison electrocuted a poor elephant. Oh, you need at least an 8, I think. Now you tell me. I need a GoPro too. I'm thinking of doing a at-home porn. Yeah, just to see it. Absolutely. Tesla. I have the Hero 9 Black. Yeah, I've had that one for a couple years. I got that back when we were in the other streaming room. I've got the sticks for it and all that shit. There's actually a program to watch the video on your phone from the thing, so maybe I can do that. So it's already connected to, well, not this phone, whatever phone I had when I had it. Yeah, the Quick app. For your OnlyFans, Azzo. You know it. Oh, my eye itches. This is one of the most uncomfortable chairs I think I've ever sat in. Which is 0. What? I've lost all connection. Why does my eye itch so much all of a sudden? Whew. Well, it feels like there's a hair poking me in the eye. Man, I don't want to take a class tomorrow. Fuck! On Sunday? Why do you have to take class on Sunday? Do it during the week. Yeah, it must be pink eye. I need to quit scratching my butt and then sticking my finger in my eye. Well, I don't care if it's online. Should be during work hours. It's work related. At least when I do mine, I get like a $500 bonus on a 25-cent an hour raise. Dropping your phone into the toilet is one thing, but dropping it after taking a shit, that's a totally different one. Oh, your license. So without it, you can't work. I don't know. I'd still try to do it during company time. I mean, you're doing it for the company because they can't have you work if you don't have your license. Yeah, I've dropped my checkbook in the toilet before. That's a fun time. Why does he have goggles on? Suck that bagel like you mean it, Stu. I will. When I bought this sweatshirt, it kind of reminded me of the Ren and Stimpy. After Stimpy had Ren eat the last piece of his litter from his litter box. I can still work under my boss. He has a license as well. I need to keep my personal one up. Gotcha. So it is actually more for you than it is for the company. So that makes sense. But still, on a Sunday? That sucks. I need to take another couple courses on mine. Get that $500 cash bonus and get some raises so I'm back up close to what the hell I was making at my last job. Now the other side itches. Well, the heater's not on. I'm going to let him run around. See what he does. And we have a Wookiee down. Oh, the Wookiee's drunk. He can't stand up. Will you stay on your feet? Now he's just running into boxes. How was Ren and Stimpy the one where you don't want to pee on the electric fence? Sounds about right. I don't remember that particular episode, but that sounds like something either Ren and Stimpy or Beavis and Butthead would do. Yeah, Curtis, shouldn't you be at church? Hell no, we're all gonna burn. Oh, he already fell down again. Oh, shut up. Let the Wookiee weed. Oh yeah, I can't point that out because some people haven't seen the Book of Boba Fett. But that conversation, there's a little link to something that happened in the last episode of the Book of Boba Fett. didn't say anything. Just saying, there's an Easter egg. And some of us will never see it. You should. It's a good show, R&R. And it has half-naked ladies in it, too, R&R. I got an egg. Me. I never did read that book that came with the inflatable tube guys thing. Oh, well, I'll give it a go. I don't have Netflix anyways. It's not on Netflix. It's on Disney Plus, but I pirate it from Android. Is it a pop-up book? It might be. Speaking of burning, I'd rather freeze to death than burn. I would vote for neither. I don't know. I've had my share of freezing this past week. It's been a chore to get this house anywhere near 50 degrees, which I actually have this up here, as you can see. Oh, you can't see it. There's a propane heater sitting on top of an electric heater over there. And that's what I had to run them both full blast to get it up to 55, 56 degrees up here. Oh, I don't have Disney either. We didn't get a month for free, then binge all the shows and then cancel it. I refused to give them my money because they fired Cara Dune. I'd rather die in my sleep. What? I don't even know how to read that. I'd rather die in my sleep than while I'm drunk. I don't see the connection between those two things. Read it, Steve. I did read it. You're not freezing yet, but give it a good blast of the crap Army and I have had. And Foos. Foos has had the Arctic cold as well. She's buried in snow right now. We've barely gotten any snow. We're supposed to get some tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday. Hi, Kafuzi. I think she's still lurking around in here somewhere. Yep, she's still lurking. -31. Fuck that. K-Fuzz? Yeah, she said hi earlier. I want snow. Yep, she's under VIP. Well, now all my beer's gone. Not to me, she did. You just weren't here early enough, R&R. She's probably back out digging her house out right now. If you were here, I'm sure she would have said hi to you. 2 to 5 inches tonight here in Chi-Town. I'm not sure It really doesn't. The Android weather app doesn't really give me much. Use current location. Well, I already had my location turned on, you dumbass phone. Looks like 6 a.m. tomorrow is when the snow starts here. And then it snows until noon. Yeah, we got wind chills in the negatives. But we haven't actually been in the negatives this year. I had Kaya inside when it got to wind chills negative. 31 is a high for Sunday, 35 for Monday, 23 for Tuesday. Well, it's saying it's supposed to snow today. But it was damn cold today. That wind would cut you. What's up, Hellcat? What's up, Hell? There's Kaya right there. With those big, sharp fucking teeth. Sell at 32. Yeah, let's not talk about selling because I'm about $150 down on Bitcoin right now. You really can't tell any difference in the coloring back there. There, now you can kind of see that it's red. I don't know why my camera won't pick it up. Damn global warming, right? We got lucky so far this year. The only time it snowed is on the weekends. And then it's gone by the time the work week starts. But I don't think I'm going to get that lucky this week. You're fine. I'm investing next week in the dip. Yeah, I should have waited until it was down before I bought any. How do you spend Bitcoin? You cash out and then take that money and go buy stuff. I don't gamble. It's against my religion. Yeah, when I first bought it, I was up like $60 and thought everything was great, and then it just crashed. Now I'm down $150. Hellcat, hi. Jumping on some coins and ETH. Is that Ethereum? Since it's all fallen. Yeah, I own Bitcoin and Ethereum. Well, Stu, I'm going to head on out. Have a good night and a great stream. Thank you, Slam. Always a pleasure seeing you. But you have a wonderful evening. I think we're going to go over some Instagram things that I have downloaded here. Hey, Slim, text me. Call me. Great time to pick up Cardano? What the hell's Cardano? I'll invest in a canned good. None of this gold or cryptocurrency will do you any good in an apocalypse. Yeah, but will you be able to cash out gold if you don't physically have gold, if you just buy stock in gold? I invest in that wooden nickel. Fuck! In an apocalypse, you need to invest in toilet paper, because that's going to be the #1 commodity, I think. Alright, let's get this Instagram crap done. Well, that's not right. Why? Why is it doing that? Hello, Mr. Obvious. Long-time listener, first-time caller. What's up, Black Labrador? I used to have a white Labrador. Have a good night, Stu. And everyone, gonna head to bed. Night. Good night, Allie D. I finally went to see the new Spider-Man today. It was awesome. I haven't seen it yet, but I've already seen some spoilers about it. Move to the beach or lake. Skip the paper. Wipe as you wash. So we don't already... So we must already be in an apocalypse since toilet paper's gone. Is it gone again? I didn't even notice. Why is my capture not working? It should automatically capture the other... Why? Later, Allie. Gone? Man, we just bought a big bundle of it. Tons of these to wipe your anuses. Toilet paper is literally the one thing I can't live without. Food and water would be up there too. Why? Why is this not working? Oh, there we go. Automatic. That didn't work. That didn't work. There we go. It's about freaking time. Hello, drugs. I have tons of toilet paper from the last run. Oh, you're the one, Sunk. You're the one who bought up all the damn toilet paper? Toilet paper's so overrated. Oh, I gotta adjust my volume here. It's gonna be really, really echoey. There we go. That should work. No, it's not, Stu. I thought this was fucking hilarious.
I love you, Dad.
I love you too.
Can I promote this, Mommy?
Alright, thank you for that.
I love you, Dad.
I love you too.
Can I promote this, Mommy?
Alright, thank you for that.
Kids are brutally fucking awesome. The little kid comes out and goes, I love you, Daddy. And he goes, oh, I love you too. And he goes, but not as much as Mommy. He goes, oh, well, thank you for that. I'm going to say R&R. What? If you make me deaf, I'll sue. If Build Back Better were a photo. yeah, that works out pretty well. Because of hoarders. Non-hoarders need to. Yep, that's Build Back Better in a picture. They say we had power to create life itself. Is it possible to learn this power? Not from a Jedi. Which is why I use Skillshare. Skillshare is a learning platform with online classes taught by the world's best practitioners. Use the coupon code DARTH to get 20% off your first lesson. Kids are great if they're properly cooked. The perfect pet picture does not... Yeah, that's pretty damn perfect right there. I want that dog. I wouldn't tell anyone I won the lottery, but there would be hints. That is one ugly jacket he's got on.
A Cairns mother has been forced to block dozens of calls after her ex-partner allegedly took her phone number and plastered it on poles here around the CBD, telling people to call up and impersonate Chewbacca for a chance to win $100.
This would be the most childish breakup I've ever had. Like, all he had to do was be mature and go, I don't love you anymore, I want to move on.
The calls have been waking her and her 3 young children up at odd hours in the evening, and they're yet to stop.
This guy's a genius.
I won $500.
A Cairns
guy deserves a Peace Prize. He's a genius. What's the difference between drug cartel and the government? Ow, ow, ow! A drug cartel doesn't force you to take their drugs. yeah, that's a good point. Whose idea was it to get on the rickety fucking pier to take a wedding photo?
Oh my god! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Oh, God!
No! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my God!
Are you okay?
Oh my God!
Oh my god! Oh my god, oh my god,
That is
oh my god.
fucking horrible. The entire wedding party just in the drink. Purple heart. Gold medal. Use your demons to your advantage. And if you need to paint the corners, just climb on Regan's chest there, and there you go. You can get them hard to reach corners. Liberals are just mad they can't date me. Oh, if you missed it, that was AOC's reasoning for anybody who says anything bad about her, was that they were just mad that they couldn't date her.
Die, bitch. Die, bitch.
Holy fucking shit. I'd be getting a sledgehammer out. Fuck the spray.
Die, 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 die. Well, you're not dying, bitch. Die, bitch. Die, bitch.
Nope. I don't want to live anywhere where a fucking spider like that lives.
Well, you're not dying, bitch.
What an ego, exactly. Oh well, at least it's memorable.
Hey! 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 Oh my god!
What would you do if this happened to you?
Hey! Hey! Oh my god!
That would be fucking frightening. I'm the king of the, the thing. Yeah, have you heard about how many Democrats are retiring this year? They're talking about the bloodbath that is going to be the 2020 elections. No shit. I would not yell, hey, hey. Let's go, Brandon. Exactly.
When your dog doesn't know how big she is.
Yeah, let's get the music off of there before I get a big fucking copyright. She thinks she's a lap dog. Just tips the chair right over. My question is, why does he have a fucking Ring doorbell in his living room?
Walk around the streets without a shirt on. I think women should have every right to do so. There's honestly no difference. It is just a set of nipples.
We support you 100%. We think more women should be like you. As a matter of fact, I think I love you. Every man agrees with you. We support you. Go for it.
If men...
Is there anybody who disagrees? Well, if women want to walk around with no shirt on, hey, I'm all for it. Although, we may regret that very quickly. Because there's always the ones that you don't want to walk around without a shirt on that would definitely walk around without a shirt on. You all know what I'm talking
there are
about.
dogs in every one of these. This is amazing. What are we doing? What are we doing? There are dogs in every one of these.
Yeah, you missed it, R&R. Yep, she totally ripped her shirt off right there on the, Yeah, each of these has a dog in it. He's got like a little doggy train.
This is amazing.
And he's made a car for each dog.
What are we doing? What are we doing? There are dogs in every one of these.
Imagine how long that took to build that train. I'm glad I learned about parallelograms instead of how to do taxes. It really comes in handy with parallelogram season. Nancy Pelosi with no skirt on makes me puke a little in my mouth. This is unfortunate. Could have went in any direction, but no. Goes right to the rock that they're hiding behind. Doggo train was cool. Oh, now Curtis is going to be building a train. Me doing CPR using YouTube after they removed the dislike button. Yeah, there's no way to tell if it's useful information anymore without the dislike button. When you accidentally open the front camera. Ma! You want a doggo train? How many people have done that? Flip the camera on and it's pointed right at you instead of the forward-facing camera. How creepy is that? Somebody put these people into a software that makes them smile. So you have Grand Moff Tarkin. Cuddy Mundy? Is that what his name is? Hey, that last one was Mr. Bean. It was. Honey Boo Boo. The Emperor. Chewbacca. Yeah, You never see Chewbacca smile. Yoda. Oh, that's just creepy as fuck.
But even Dr. King's assassination did not have the worldwide impact that George Floyd's death did. But even Dr.
So basically he's saying that George Floyd's death was more impactful than Martin Luther King Jr.'s assassination. Let that sink in for a second. Yes, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And Dan Crenshaw chimed in here. Awful thing to say, just absolutely wrong and twisted and awful. Yeah. Who are his advisors? Yeah, he was a doctor.
Hey, could I just ask you why you're riding their butt like that and speeding, man?
I'm running his license plate because everybody else is speeding. Why are you speeding?
I was only going 60.
Speed limit's 40.
50.
The signs.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Do
All right.
yourself a favor. Oh, give me the weed, too.
No, I have a...
Yeah,
I have a medical marijuana card.
Step out.
I have a card.
Step out.
All right. Stop, man.
You want to run your mouth? No problem. You came to the right guy. Step out.
All right, stop.
Come on. He decides to pass me and flip me off.
All right, Speedy, I'm sorry.
All right?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So the do you think you are worried about what I'm doing?
Okay. You're right.
I know I'm right, damn it. Is it in the original dispensary container? No. Then you're f***ed. How's that sound? No shit. Mind your own business next time. Yeah, it's called shut the up. Yeah, but no. You gotta be... Sit down.
Hey, could I just ask you why you're riding their butt like that and speeding, man?
I'm running his license.
See, what was happening was he was right behind another car, speeding up, getting their license plate, and then this dude decides to go faster than the dude who was speeding and the cop that was speeding to catch up with him, and flips off the cop. So, yeah, I could see that the cop might be a little pissed off at that point. And then he has weed in his front seat. Gets busted for that. Biden's full of shit. Yes, he is. Just goes to show exactly how fucking insane this guy is. Exactly. Don't flip a psycho cop off. I love this cop. Oh shit. What did I do? I broke it all. Florida man found dead in mansion along with 29 other corpses. 2 tons of cocaine and fully automatic AR-15s. Authorities say deaths were COVID-19 related.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. If you look to the right side of your aircraft, you will notice Flight 198 challenging us to a race. I've turned the fasten seatbelt sign back on because shit is about to get real. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain.
What would you do if the pilot came across the speaker and said that? Shit's about to get real. I imagine he probably lost his job, but hey, I think it was worth it. Sometimes you just have to close your eyes, count to 10, take a deep breath, scream loudly to yourself, prison food sucks, and just smile at the dumbass, walk away, and sing a song. Oh, where did that come from, R&R? Does that look familiar? Oh, hey, that's me. Oh, that's for popcorn. DNA testing reveals Milkman fathered over 800 children between 1951 and 1964. Randall Jeffries was a milk delivery man in the 1950s and 60s in Southern California. His route was in San Diego area. He fathered over 800 children. Dad, is that you? Oh, man.
I've worked for you a long time, and I'm paid less than Robin. Equal pay for men and women.
No time for jokes, Batgirl.
I've worked for you a long time, and I'm paid less than Robin. Equal pay...
Oh, Batman is vicious. No time for jokes. That's a whole lot of milk. I'd already have had several cocktails. Would have said, burn that sucker's ass. Now listen closely to what's being said.
Pay for men and women.
No time for jokes, Batgirl.
I've worked...
I want to go back to the 60s and 70s. Your eyes can deceive you. Don't trust them. I would be so pissed. Yeah, it looks pretty hot, doesn't he? COVID-19 coin flip test. Government issues new, more accurate COVID tests that are just a coin flip. And it's probably more accurate as well. I just realized that if Jango Fett had survived another 5 to 10 minutes, he would have had to fight an army of his own clones. That's a good point. I never really thought of that. It wasn't even born yet, but okay. That would have been fucked up. He would have had to fight himself like a billion times.
You got the stuff?
Yeah, I got it. Where's the money, huh? I want to see the money.
No. You don't see the money till I see the stuff.
Oh, for God's sake, there's only one way to put an end to this nuisance. He's wearing a wire!
What? You son of a...
I love Stewie. Inferior copy, so no worries. Stewie is fucking awesome. Hey, we white trash.
The nuclear option abandons America's sense of fair play. It's the one thing this country stands for, not tilting the playing field on the side of those who control and own the field. I say to my friends on the Republican side, you may own the field right now, but you won't own it forever. And I pray God when the Democrats take back control, we don't make the kind of naked power grab you are doing, but I'm afraid you will teach my new colleagues the wrong lessons. We're the only Senate in the Senate as temporary custodians of the Senate, but the Senate will go on. And I can see my time is up. Let me conclude by saying, again, mark my words. History will judge this Republican majority harshly. Harshly. The nuclear...
Yeah, this is the same filibuster that he's trying to remove now because now it's a good thing, but when the Republicans wanted to do it in 2005, it was a horrible thing. When you try to sound smart walking Jordan Peterson through the Capitol Rotunda, but he starts explaining how the architecture is infused with multiple layers of ancient meaning, you realize you aren't as smart as you thought you were.
You see representations of the Buddha sitting on a flower. Somebody
Somebody poke this idiot in the eye.
So the lotus reaches way down into the depths and is rooted in matter.
Nothing like feeling like you're smart and then someone talking to you and making you feel like you're an idiot. And Jordan Peterson would be just the person to do that to just about everybody. This is fucking disturbing. I gotta pee real quick, so I'll just leave you with the... actually, I'll turn the music off. At first, I just saw the cockroach running across the front, and then I noticed all of the cockroaches living in the LCD panel there. Yeah, that's pretty fucking disgusting. Look at how many of them are running around inside the microwave. I think I actually used to have that microwave too. I don't know what draws them inside, but that's pretty nasty. Alright. How many people has this actually happened to? He's sweeping. Grabs the dustpan. And now he can't find the broom that he tucked under his arm. He tries to retrace his steps to figure out where he set the broom. It looks exactly like something I would do. Oh, Biden's hard at work doing something. Oh, there. Oh, he found the exit. Oh, he's such a brainiac. It's very racist. So many balloons he's went up and gotten for children. I have no idea. Appearance can be deceiving. I don't know what they were going for in that commercial, but they missed it by a long shot.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoa.
I'm a potato.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoa.
I'm a potato.
Does anybody notice that this cat has an extra toe?
Yeah.
Look. He's got 2 thumbs. I'm a potato. The only thing higher than Nancy Pelosi's eyebrows is Hunter Biden. Or you could switch that around and say the only thing higher than Hunter Biden would be Nancy Pelosi's eyebrows. Thumbs up, dude. My last brain cell trying to get me through the day. He knows the water's there. That sunk. He's drinking through his ear.
Thank you for teaching students that our own mental health is much...
Oh, this is a teenager who went in front of the school board to thank them for the wearing of masks and all the mandates. But you have to listen very closely to her speech. It's a little condescending. The girl, oh yeah, she fucking rips him a new one.
Much less important than making triple vaccinated adults feel safe. Thank you for teaching me that even the most minute risk is not worth taking. Life is best when you take the path of least resistance, with no chance of failure and definitely no chance of catching a cold. Thank you for not reaching out to the students to ask how we feel about masks, because if you did, the majority of students would say that they hate masks, and then you might second guess your decision to make us wear them. Thank you for allowing me to experience the anxiety associated with never seeing facial expressions. Thank you for teaching us that we should never question authority or think critically, but instead we should follow whatever the people in charge tell us to do. Obedience is best. I realize now that thinking for yourself is overrated and not really necessary when you can just make decisions based on fear. Thank you for pushing your irrational fears and anxieties on me, because I didn't already have enough to worry about. I realize now how easy I had it when I only had to worry about my classes, my grades, SAT, and getting into college. Thank you for teaching me that being a morally superior person only requires that I cover my face for 8 hours a day, and that the most morally superior people wear 2 masks or even 3 masks. As you know, states around us, Indiana, Wisconsin, Iowa, Michigan, and Minnesota, which have 2.5 times more students than Illinois, don't force kids to masks. I'm with you, though. These states are out of control, recklessly putting kids at risk of misery and death every day. Masks work, even if these states have the same outcomes as Illinois. Speaking of data, thank you for staying silent about masking, despite the fact that COVID has a very high survival rate in kids my age. Who needs data anyway, though? We all know that it will never be safe to see anyone's face ever again. Thank you for teaching students that our...
That was basically a 2-minute long middle finger to them, telling them to fuck off while being the most polite ever in the world. She points out some very good points, that the schools that do not require masks have the same outcome as schools where you are required to wear a mask.
Damn, this looks good. Is this what we're making? Sick.
How many have tried to cook something from a YouTube or a TikTok video? This pretty much is a parody of that.
I'm gonna just get the stuff. Wait, hold on. Wait, I just got the chicken. Hold on. Wait. Fuck, dude, wait. Just hold on 2 seconds. I don't have bread. I don't have bread. Can I use a tortilla? Shit, dude. Damn, this looks good. This is what we're making.
I'm lost already. You may call yourself a trans, lesbian, pansexual, non-binary Zer, but if you were to die and had your bones dug up, we would be able to tell whether you were a man or a woman, regardless of what your Instagram bio says. That is worded very well. TikTok is where the idiots go to be noticed. I've seen some that are pretty damn funny, but yeah, I don't have much use for TikTok beyond that. I resemble that remark. Well said, Sunk. I don't need it, but I want it. Where can I get this giant fucking beanbag? That looks so comfortable. I don't know that I would have candles burning next to the giant beanbag, but it just looks like you'd sink in there and sleep for days. It just looks so comfortable.
Player 218 will defend.
Shining off facilities, YouTube!
Player 218 will defend.
The look on that guy's face.
You gotta help me, I'm sick. I've got the mind goblin. Of course we'll help you, Mr. Osborne. What's mind goblin? Mind goblin these nuts? You gotta help me, I'm sick. I've got the mind.
Unplug me, then plug me back in. See if that works. You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. Oh, look! They were looking at Washington, D.C. the whole time. Be right back. Media, January 6th. January 6th committee. All propping up January 6th. Me, as a parent, trying to hide my snacks from the unemployed people in my house. Wonder how many people do that. Told him to charge it, and he didn't want to listen to me. I find it hard to believe that it would just die that quickly, but it just dumps him off of it. And it looks funny as hell. Tonight, Republican senators lined up to shake Kyrsten Sinema's hand. Democratic senators should have given her the back of their hands. And Dinesh D'Souza typed, "Wow, what an appalling way to put it. Is this how Democrats deal with their women when they get out of hand?" Yeah, aren't the Democrats the ones that are supposed to be all about empowering women, women's rights, and one of them says that they should have given her the back of a hand because she didn't do what they wanted her to do? Seems a little hypocritical. Instead of 4 COVID tests, could the government just give us the heads up next time a pandemic is coming so we can buy stocks too? Yeah, that would make us all rich. That would work out really well.
This is a story of why I flew over 10,000 miles to see one of my followers. A kid named Patrick said he was my biggest fan and wanted to buy my cheap tea, but could not afford it because of family financial hardships. Instead, he made his very own cheap tea. I was moved and decided to fly over 10,000 miles to meet him. It wasn't until I got on the plane that I realized I left behind my cell phone charger and my wife. Oh well. The day I showed up was the same day of his high school basketball championship game. Patrick played his heart out, but the other team won, and Patrick was devastated. When he saw me after the game, his face lit up, and I gave him a little surprise. Paperwork, informing him that I was suing him for copyright infringement of my cheap logo. Given his family's financial hardships, I have decreased a lawsuit from $18 million down to $17.4 million. This is a story of...
Makes you think it's going to be this uplifting story. Someone didn't think this through. Yeah, they may want to move the air valve for that particular balloon. That's it's not a good place for it at all. Kylo Ren, Kylo Stimpy. Good old Ren and Stimpy. I miss them. Oh, wait, where am I? Oh, there I am. So those were my highlights of Instagram for this week. I don't know, I might have some in my messages too. Excuse me. Oh, I thought this one was sweet. I sent it to Lippy.
Nova, what are you doing? Nova, what are you doing? Are you protecting?
It's just so weird that animals can sense that kind of stuff.
Nova, what are you doing? Nova, what are you doing? Are you protecting?
Oh, Kai wouldn't care. She'd just bite me anyways. Yeah, I think that's all I had to. Well, we ran off KFC real quick, but Black Labrador, he stuck around for a while. Where are you from, Black Labrador? Oh no, my skin's starting to crack from this dryness. The Potato Kingdom, also known as Idaho. Nice. I'm in Indiana, the butthole of the United States. And welcome. I kept mentioning that skin tag thing that I had on my hand there. Apparently I caught it on something and ripped it off, and it's been bleeding for like 2 days now. Nope, that's Ohio. What? I thought Indiana was the butthole of the United States. I guess if you want to get technical about it, it would probably be what? Oregon or Washington? Because the United States is kind of shaped like a animal. Meow. Yep, good old Indiana where nothing ever happens. It's California, and you know it. I'm out of points, so I have to make my own sound alerts. How are you out of points? Oh, that's right, because thinking North Dakota gets the honor. No, that would be the backbone. I'm gonna grow a puppy mustache, I think. A puppy mustache? Aren't all liberal states buttholes? Yeah, you got a point there. Yep, too many goats. Can't say I'm sad to not hear the screaming goat for more than 5 minutes. Poopy! Poopy. Oh, Poopy, not Puppy. Oh, that's right. He's got the porn stash going now, doesn't he? I'm halfway. You're saving up for a goat sound? That's so sad. Oh, I didn't turn the sound back up so I can hear what's going on in the stream. There we go. Oofda. So has it stopped snowing for you yet, Foos? I haven't looked outside lately. I don't know if it's snowing here yet or not. Who's Oofda? Uh-oh, what do we have here? Ah, Kafuzi is here! Well, she's been here. She's just been quiet. What the hell? Is that giant beanbag thing? Why did it go black when I opened it? Oh, there it opened. Oh, when I opened it before, it had my name and my address and... Hi, sunker. Oh, I wonder how long that'll last with church. What, the giant beanbag thing? Yeah, I really can't pull this up on the screen because it's going to have my name and my address and my zip code. And I wonder if I can... Oh, there we go. Yep, Foosie's in the Antarctica. That thing looks so comfortable. I wonder if it's filled with those little bitty beads like the regular ones. Oh, and it's microfiber too. I may just get rid of my couch and get one of those. I didn't look. $406. Giant 8-foot memory foam furniture beanbag. Hell yeah! I want a bean sleep bag. You would have to call a tow truck to get me out of there. Out of the beanbag? There's got to be cheaper ones. There's one for $160, but it doesn't look super huge. It's a 6-foot one. It looks kind of comfy. But for a quarter of the price, for just 2 feet smaller, there's a beanbag chair. It looks comfortable too. Will I get in trouble because of speed Oh, stop it. Just need a come along, Tiger. Oh, we got a 360 view. Let's see what that is. Hey, look at that. It's a fucking beanbag. Why do you need a 360 view? Oh, look, this side's higher. Oh, this side's lower. They wasted a lot of shit to be able to show you the 360 view of a beanbag. I'm a bachelor. It's perfect. Yeah, come along is a winch. It's just got like a wrench in the middle of it. Takes up the slack. It ratchets the cable. I'm a bit concerned that if I crawled in that thing, my fat ass wouldn't be able to roll out of it, and it would just swallow it. But wouldn't that be a good way to die? At least you would die comfortably. It does look super comfortable. How is it memory foam, though? Is it just like little beads of memory foam, like the old styrofoam ones? There you go. There's one for $244. Doesn't say how big it is, though. Oh, would you quit it? They're always trying to get me to cash in stupid honey bucks. Oh, what kind of beans do they use? It says memory foam. That's... I don't know. It didn't... None of them show what's inside of them. Oh, here we go. Oh, there's what's inside of them. It is. It's basically shredded memory foam. So it's not the little styrofoam beads, which if you've ever had one of them bust open in your house, you never... Those little beads go everywhere and you find them for years to come. Yep, it's a comm tool. I can imagine the little FedEx guy carrying that. Come along, use them underground all the time. I'm building a pallet couch because I'm romantically innovated. What? A pallet to make a couch? That doesn't sound real comfortable. Hopefully you're padding it well. They look really, really comfortable. Oh wait, do you have to buy the filling separately? See, this disturbs me because they have a separate listing for the shredded memory foam to put into the beanbag. So does that mean if you spend $600 on a memory foam bed that it's just a piece of cloth? I'm padding it with love. That looks like liposuction fat. It might be. It is Amazon. Shredded foam, 10 pounds. Posh cushion foam filling beanbag oh, it says refill, so maybe that means that it does come with the padding in it. Because I'd be pissed if I ordered a $600 beanbag chair thing And all I got was a big piece of fabric with a zipper on it. It's a refill bag for when it explodes. Oh, that's reassuring. Yeah, we had big red bean bags back in the... would have been the 70s. We each had one. They were made out of, like, pleather. And, yeah, the first time anybody ran and jumped on it, it exploded, and those little styrofoam balls just went everywhere. It's like bed Botox. just fill it back up. I just spent $1,500 on a bed, which I've never used. I got a couch. I had a sleep number bed, and I replaced it with a memory foam. I like the memory foam better. I would take half of the filling out when church got on it. I would use it like a blob and slingshot. I showed that video of the little kid getting on an inflatable bed and then the dad jumping on the other half last week and just slammed him against the wall. Do they still make water beds? Oh, I'm sure they do. Let's see. Yep. I mean, there's one for $3,000, $2,400, $830, $250. That's what I had, was the waveless. It had like the tubes that you filled with water so that it would move from head to toe, but it wouldn't move the tubes that were next to it, so the other side, if you got in and out of bed, it didn't make the other side go up or down. Yeah, every morning we have a waterbed. Oops, too much information. You need to buy some adult diapers there, Tiger. The original waterbed manufacturer. Best outlet for waterbeds. Quality waterbed furniture. The Waterbed Doctor. Yeah, I have a PhD in waterbeds. Waterbeds You'll Love in 2022 from Wayfair. You had a little run-in with Wayfair, didn't you, Tiger? $74. Sanctuary-free 9-inch hard side waterbed mattress. Actually, they're pretty cheap. I think I still have the tubes out of my waterbed somewhere. They might be in the attic. They probably dry rotted and cracked by now. Can you fill them with vodka so you could fall asleep drinking? I guess you could. What was that I was... What was that? I was choking on my pop. Oh, Wayfair. Didn't you have a run-in with Wayfair several months back? And you shouldn't chalk on your pop. No, there was an article in the paper where people was selling kids on there. On Wayfair, I thought you ordered a couch and it didn't come for like 2 months from when you ordered it, and then when it did show up, it broke like the next day or something. Still trying to decide if I like this sweatshirt or not. Chalking is bad, okay? You shouldn't be chalking. He took off running the first time I put him down. Now he just falls over every time I put him down. I'm not sure why. We had it 3 days and the support board broke. What the fuck is that? That's Chewbacca. Ordered a winning lottery ticket. Curtis never delivered. That's because he's saving all of his winnings for himself. Oh, that can does not look level. Like they stamped it crooked or something. Stu, one question. As long as it's not algebra. Why? It's Chewbacca, damn it. Anybody lose a winning lottery ticket? I did. If you find it, make sure you send it my way, Sonic. Knew that battery was going to run out. Could flip the propane heater back on. That thing keeps cycling. Stu needs intervention. It's not true. But I am pretty stoked about the Castle Grayskull. It's going to be really hard not to take that one out of the box. So when are we having the barbecue, Stu? Definitely not this week. We're going to have snow. Yeah, you had to think about it. No. I was trying to think about where I have in this house that I can put more crap. I have a feeling that in order to get the other room done, I'm going to have to take boxes and boxes of stuff downstairs, which I need to get rid of a couch that's taking up one wall in my living room, and I think I'll set up a table down there to stack the stuff on so that I can move shit around up here, and then I have a place to put it when I bring it back up. But there's no room to move stuff around with everything up here. So I'm definitely going to get some leg exercises whenever I get around to doing that. The problem is that I have to drag the couch out to the front curb, which I don't think that I can get the couch from my living room through the front door because there's too many jogs. So that means I'll have to take it out the back door through the kitchen and then drag it through my entire yard up to the front. Stu the Collector without fear. Okay, I'm projecting the 5th of July. It will be barbecue party intervention. Well, if you get rid of the space heaters... Am I going to see you on one of those hoarder shows? Possibly. I have a blueprint on where it all needs to go, but it all needs to be moved out so that I can set up the places where it needs to go. If that makes sense. I've already got the shelving. I think I've got all the shelving. Which, what the fuck happened to shelving all of a sudden? Either you can't find it, or it's like $80 for one of those cheap-ass plastic shelves that used to be like $30 or $40. Totally, maybe, probably makes sense. But he's a sweet hoarder. I've given stuff away. I've sent pizza stuff. Azozio. What do kids play with? Shut up, Tiger. Ah, come on. We're all hoarders in our own way. Me and Fousey will be the project managers. Oh yeah, if I find out somebody needs something for their collection, I'll send it to them. And Pizza was very happy to get the stuff that I sent him. And it freed up this much space in my room. Garage sale my ass. I'll put it on eBay. Which I found out, the battle packs that came out in the 90s, I was doing a little bit of searching on eBay on those, and most of them I have 2 or 3 of each battle pack. These things are going for like $80-$90 on eBay right now. Kind of makes me want to unload a couple. No, not your ass. What? Okay, I'll take the t-shirt behind you, Stu. I actually have 2 of those. I have a black one and a gray one. We won't even get started on the t-shirt collection. What is your most prized hoarding item? That would probably be the life-size stormtrooper that I built back there. I also have a life-size Boba Fett and a life-size Shadow Trooper, which I haven't built yet. It's still in pieces in the box. And I also have a... Oh, you can't even see it because of the microphone. Yeah, there's a 38 Special. This whole shelf up here, this is all Glocks. This is Taurus, Ruger, bunch of different... Yeah, I've got... Yeah, I built that. I built the Boba Fett too. Do I have a picture of Boba? I'm sure I do somewhere. Oh shit. I was hoping it was in that one. Yeah, I have a gun collection. Well, there is a... That's basically just a shelf of nothing but battle packs. The ones that are going for $80-$90 a piece on eBay right now. Oh, what about those wing fighter things? Oh, those are really cool. The drones. I've got one shaped like... See, there's a speeder bike. I don't remember what the other ones are. Sorry, I forgot the word I was looking for. I'll take that shirt you're wearing. That's a hoodie, not a shirt, son. Will you be my special friend? Yeah, those. I can't remember what the other ones were. I think there was a X-Wing. I know there was a speeder bike. But I can't remember what the other one was. It might have been a TIE Fighter or the Millennium Falcon. But they're super cool because you take the glass top off and it starts playing the theme for Star Wars. They're very cool. I forgot what I was looking for. I got sidetracked. Maybe it's on camera? I'm going to scroll through all my stupid posts on... Oh, there we go. There's my life-size boba. That's from the old streaming room. You were so excited about that. Yeah, they're really fucking cool. I used that to freak my dog out. Just set up the stormtrooper in the middle of my living room. She went fucking crazy that day. Wow, that's impressive. You made those? Yep, and I got another one to make, but just haven't made the time to do it. Anybody remember when I was that skinny? Those were the days. Everyone was. Yeah, it was really fucking cool. I think even Curtis was like, yeah, that's pretty fucking cool. You want to talk about pink eye? Yeah, that's a little beyond pink eye right there. Damn, I wish I was that passionate. I used to be, but I became jaded. It happens to the best of us. Yeah, I have no fucking clue what happened to my eye that day. But, yeah, I went and looked in the mirror and just the whole half of my eye was nothing but blood. I drove my truck to work a couple days because I was working on my car. And I have this bumper sticker in my back window, which is a compound bow, knives. I don't know if that's knives or missile launchers. And then the knife for the eye. The S is made out of bullets. And looks like AR-15s for the T. One of the guys at work goes, yeah, I saw your coexist sticker on your window there. It's not coexist, it's exist. Here's a blast from the past. Ooh, Hammer's pissed about something. Back when you were taking selfies in the bathrooms. Yeah, it was a selfie for Fousey. Oh, that's a cool sticker. I can't find them anymore either. I wanted to get one and put it on my car, but I can't find them anymore. I found the shirt and ordered it, and when I ordered it, it said that it was ready to ship, and then all of a sudden it said your order has been canceled. But it was just a t-shirt that had the exist written in ammo. Oh, everybody remember these good old days? Now there's the meat department. Some more of the meat department. Cooler section. completely empty. There's a long picture of the meat department with not a damn thing on the fucking shelf. Ah, the good old days. But yeah, I wanted the t-shirt with it on there, but for some reason they canceled it. Oh, and you can see Grogu standing back here on the shelf. And Boba's helmet right underneath that. Yeah, it got really bad. And then even if they did have some on the shelf, they were limiting so that, say you wanted a 2-pound pack of hamburger and a 1-pound pack of hamburger for 2 different meals. No, you could only buy one. I was like, but if you're buying 2 pounds, then you're already buying 2 1-pound packages. They're like, no, you can only buy 1 package. But yeah, it was pretty bad. The toilet paper was the first thing to go. That was right at the beginning of the whole COVID bullshit. Crazy shit. Oh, there, now you can see my propane heater sitting on top of my electric heater. It actually works pretty good. Another eBay buy that was a good deal. Ooh, I can smell that propane. Propane and propane accessories. What's the major grocery store there? Oh, that was Walmart. Those pictures were. Now I fucked up my camera. But we have Walmart, Kroger, we have Meijer. King of the Hill's coming back. What? Now they've teased that for years. That they were bringing it back where Bobby was in college, I think. And then the rumor comes back every so often. But I've never heard anything, and my phone's leaking noise. I've never heard a date that was connected to when it would actually come back. Alright, we're going to have to Google it. Will King of the Hill come back? Hell yes. They are in hot negotiations to bring back King of the Hill. The reboot will possibly feature aged-up characters. On January 18th, 2022, Judge and Daniels announced the forming of a new company called Bandera Entertainment, with a revival of King of the Hill being one of the several series in development. Will there be a season 14 of King of the Hill? In a somewhat surprising move, the Fox network has decided to cancel one of the staples of its Sunday night lineup. On the eve of Halloween, the King of the Hill TV show has been canceled after 13 seasons on the air. Did you? Was it good? Is that where they're all grown up? I really fucked my camera up. Oh, you can see the top of my head. There we go. That's a little bit better. Not that anybody really needs to see me, but... Is that the one with Alexa? If I could get away with it, I'd play some bits from the new one. Mike Judge. I wish I had half of his... Well, I wish I had a 100th of his money. Want to become famous? Boy, do I! You came to the right stream. Golly gosh, I wish I were famous. Cartman becomes a rabbi. Which is funny in its own right, because he spent, what, the last 15, 20 years making fun of Stan because he was Jewish, and then he becomes a rabbi? I don't know what episode it's from, but somebody spliced a soundbite from South Park of Cartman, and they keep using it on TikTok videos. Foosey's calling me an ass? What? What? Is your name Cartman, Azu? But let me see if I can find the soundbite here. Oh, posting from Donald Trump Jr. I don't watch CNN for the same reason I don't eat out of the toilet. Oh, that's good. Let's see. Oh, I played that one already.
Scanning for Mexicans. Ah! We've got a Mexican!
I don't know what it's from, but it makes me laugh every time. We've got a Mexican! Cartman's a freaking bitch. I love Cartman. But you got South Park, you got Beavis and Butthead, you got Ren and Stimpy. All fucking hilarious. Because they don't give a shit about what anybody thinks about them. It's not pounding beer and wine. I drop wine shots into the beer. It's called a smorgasvine. It's very cultural. Not sure how many stoners are out there. Is now an animated fabulous furry Freak Brothers show. What? Well, that would make sense if Mike Judge. Well, let's Google that and find out when Beavis and Butthead are coming back. Beavis and Butthead is returning to Paramount Plus this year in a new feature film reboot. And the famous couch dwellers are all grown up. The show's creator, Mike Judge, shared a tweet on Tuesday confirming the brand new movie is coming in 2022. I don't know if they'll be as funny grown up, though. Because that's just a lot of the funniness was that they were just teenagers doing not what teenagers do today, but what teenagers used to do. Yeah, Tiger's a furry, and he gets real hurt when people talk about furries. You think they'll be even funnier? I don't know. I'll have to keep an eye out for. It says the movie's coming out in 2022, so there should be some commercials for it soon. 2 words, Stu. Alright, Nat Foos. Joe, bye. Why? You're still funny and old. Oh, what? Meb 3 president? What? I just can't imagine 3 more years of him fucking up the way that he's fucked up the first year. I mean, is he suddenly going to start listening to people on what he should do instead of what his handlers are telling him to do? Because if we have 3 more years of this shit, then, well, I guess we'll have 2 more years because it's going to be a bloodbath when the 2020 elections roll around. And there's already people, Democrats jumping ship left and right, deciding not to run again because they know that it is going to be horrible. You think the next president's going to be a furry? I'm hoping the next president is going to be Ron DeSantis. I heard that they're already impeachment talk. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They set the precedent. They want to impeach our president over nothing, then, yeah. And they actually have plenty to impeach him over. He's already gone way out of bounds as far as what he's allowed to do under the Constitution and what he's trying to push through by his executive bullshit order. Ron DeSantis is not a furry. I don't think the Democrat Party wants either, though. They both have such horrible ratings. I mean, she couldn't even make it to the first debate before having to drop out of the race. She's worse than Biden. And that's saying quite a bit. What was her quote from last week's stream? What we need to do is what we have been doing, and we need to do it every day, and that starts today. What the fuck does that mean? I was surprised he didn't fire anyone when he did his big news conference the other day. I guess if no one got fired over Afghanistan, true. Yeah, if nobody got fired over that, then... And he still is not taking any heat from that whatsoever. He thinks it's perfectly fine that 13 soldiers died because of his stupidness. Then I was fooling myself thinking they might change course. Nah, they're not going to change course. They're going to keep trying to run the country into the ground. Fuck yeah, they don't want to. I can't stand that Kamala. Oh, her fucking cackle. Every time they ask her a fucking question. It sounds like fucking Salacious Crumb from Star Wars. Need to get a Salacious Crumb and sit it on the lap of the Nancy Pelosi. Oh, here's Nancy Pelosi. She's still sitting back there. Still haven't figured out why she's not working, though. I think I need to clean some terminals inside of it, so she won't do her little cackle laugh. But yeah, that laugh makes you claw your face off pretty much. But he says he's running again, and he says he's bringing Kamala with him to run again. He will be, what is he, 74 now? So he'll be like 77? Is that right? He's 78? No, he's 79. He just turned 79 in November. So that means he would be 82? Yeah, I don't think it'll happen. He needs to be committed, is what he needs. Because that elevator don't go to the top floor anymore. I was thinking Miss Gulch from The Wizard of Oz. I don't know who that is. Damn it! That coffee and beer just... I'll be right back. Ah, so much better. Who was the oldest president ever? The idea that he could run again is laughable. He can barely function now. He's definitely the weekend at Bernie's president. The oldest president at the end of his tenure was Ronald Reagan at 77. This distinction will eventually devolve upon Joe Biden, who was older when he took office than Reagan was when he left office. So he is officially the oldest person to ever be president. Oh yeah, I'm surprised it didn't blow a hole in the bottom of the toilet with that one. There was a lot of pressure build up there. So before Biden, the oldest person at the end of their presidency was 77, which was Ronald Reagan, and he went into office at 78. No, I did not get one of those stainless steel toilets. And believe it or not, I have not had any ads for stainless steel toilets come up in my feeds. But there's always time that it can. Peak pressure is good. Well, there was definitely plenty of pressure there. How old is Trump? Is he in his early 70s? $75. He's definitely more cognitive than Joe Biden, for sure. But we just saw that clip of Joe Biden from 2005 where it almost seemed like he could form sentences and talk coherently. I'm peeing in my neighbor's yard. I'm just being polite. Tell you what, there's a dog in my neighborhood that's going to end up getting a BB up his ass. 2 weeks in a row now, he has shit on my step going down to the sidewalk. And both times I came real close to stepping on it. And it's the same little fucker that comes up and eats all the cat food that I put out for the neighborhood cats. I like dogs. I just don't like them stealing shit and shitting in my yard. Which Kai is different. It's her yard to poop in, so... She has home field advantage. I have a feeling that the coldness in this house is going to send me down a road of being cold again, or having a cold again. But yeah, I don't think he'll run again. I don't think that they're going to push Kamala into running. Especially if she gets a chance to be the president before the end of his term, because then everybody will see what a horrible, horrible president she would be. Well, that's an idea too. I have to time it to make sure that he's out of prison, though. Because that house goes in and out of prison in like a daily basis. Do you still have those cockfights in your backyard? Every weekend. Looks like Critter's got one to join the fight here. She is a stupid bitch. Yes, she is.
What's your response to reports of Americans? Hold on. Slow down, everybody. I want to talk about two things. First, Afghanistan. We couldn't have a higher priority right now, and in particular, our priority is making sure that we safely evacuate American citizens, Afghans who worked with us, Afghans
didn't
at
age
risk,
well.
including women and children.
That didn't age well at all, because there's still people caught in Afghanistan that they just left behind.
Now, I showed you earlier in the week how US border crisis, Kamala.
Border. We've been to the border. We've been to the border.
You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe. And I mean, I don't understand the point that you're making.
Whenever she's stuck for an answer, she just
I can't believe nobody hasn't done a compilation of all her goofy ass giggling when they ask her serious questions. I may have to get on that. Just string it all together of her. And for those of you who missed the picture of Kaya earlier. Hi, I'm a big scary dog. She's so goofy. The Black Labrador is attracted to little Kaya. Kaya's sweet on occasion. I love my species. Well, there you go. I had a white lab. That dog was super fucking smart. I went to a client's office yesterday? I think it was yesterday. And they had 2 big black labs and a little poodle. And from the time I walked in the door to the time I walked out, I could do nothing but pet those dogs the entire time I was in there. I'm a scary dog who bites fingers. Yes, she is. Especially thumbs. She seems to like thumbs. It's growing out, but I still show it to her on a regular basis and go, look what you did! I haven't shown the brew stewed dog story lately. That's an older one too. They've got over 2 million subscribers. There it is. Our dog Otis. I'll have to show that again.
Alright, now a lot of you already know this, but when I was a kid, I got attacked by my neighbor's gigantic Rottweiler. And it was a pretty traumatizing experience, I have to say. I mean, one minute you're sitting there watching Rush Hour on VHS, and the next minute you're getting manhandled by a 130-pound German Rottweiler. It's a memory that sticks with you throughout your life. You definitely don't forget it. But you see, my wife doesn't care about any of my past dog trauma, or the nightmares that I have, or my Vietnam flashbacks of Rottweilers in the trees. No, she said to hell with all that, and adopted our very own Rottweiler named Otis. And this is what Otis Otis looks like. Or excuse me, this is what he used to look like a year ago. But now, he's big as hell. I mean, look at him. He's the size of a goddamn 7th grader. Jesus Christ. Now, I have to say there's a few drawbacks in having a dog that size. For one, Otis doesn't even realize how big he is. His 110-pound ass thinks that he can just jump up in your lap still. Get your ass down! You're murdering my wife! Stop it! And for two, it's hard to get your Amazon packages delivered because every delivery driver is intimidated by his big ass. Holy hell, look at the triceps on that dog. Here you go. I didn't sign up to hand deliver packages, the fucking Cujo. Now you'd think that Otis would make a pretty good guard dog, but the truth is, Otis is a big ol' 110-pound wuss. I mean, the dog is afraid of limes, for Christ's sake. He hates them. He can't stand the sight of them. What kind of guard dog is afraid of a fucking fruit? Look at him running away from it like it's the goddamn Grim Reaper. I mean, sure, he likes to pretend to be tough. When he barks, it's kind of scary. But God forbid you bark back at him. Ah! Wow, how scary. So how am I supposed to believe that Otis is gonna protect us, God forbid somebody breaks into our house? Hell, I'm sure they could just give his ass a pack of hot dogs, and he'd just tap dance his ass right outside the room. It wouldn't matter who was breaking into our house. It could be the devil himself, holding a goddamn bloody sickle, and Otis would be like, Hey you wanna pet me? I'm a dog.
Actually, I was here to murder your entire family.
Oh, okay, come on in. I'll show you to their bedroom. Otis's ass isn't gonna bite anybody. Hell, if anything, his ass is more of a threat than his teeth are. Because this dog farts like a fucking stepdad, I'll tell you what. We'd be sitting on the couch, and all of a sudden, what the hell is that? I don't know, why does it smell like a burnt Hot Pocket dipped in gasoline? Oh, god damn it, it's the dog. Otis, would you please control that loose asshole of yours? Hell, he'd be a better guard dog if he used his ass as a weapon instead. I'll do it. I'll make the smelly stuff come out. I'll do it, I swear to God. Now, all of this would come to a head late one night when me and my wife were watching TV. And we were watching some show about people doing a mock break-in just to see if their dog would react and save them. Special report. Would your mean-ass Dalmatian jump in and save you when the shit hits the fan? Find out after these messages. I bet Otis would protect me because he's mama's baby. That's right, I'm mean. I'm a mean big bad boy. So naturally, we get the brilliant idea to try this little experiment ourselves. You know, see if Otis really has our back or not. So I'm outside in the dark with a ski mask on, ready to break into my own house like an idiot. I have to say I'm a little nervous. I mean, there is still a chance that Otis was gonna snap and I get mauled by a Rottweiler for the second time in my life. Then what am I gonna do? Hell, I don't even have a fucking lime wedge to protect myself. So I burst into my living room and do my best murderer impersonation. Ah, I'm a murderer! I'm gonna murder my wife! This woman on the couch. And it takes Otis all but 2.5 seconds to be like, oh, to hell with this. I'm getting the hell out of here. And he bolts out of the fucking living room like the house is on fire, leaving my wife to certain death. Now, we took a video of what happened that night, but it happened so quick, I'm gonna have to play it in slow motion. So here we have Otis, the big, bad, mean Rottweiler, and here I am playing the robber/murderer. Boom! Just like that. Otis leaps forward and he's looking mean as hell. Maybe there's hope for him yet. But then all of a sudden, boing! Nope, not today. Bye. See you later. Have fun getting murdered. I'm getting the fuck out of here. And if that's not enough, the entire time Otis is running for his life, he's shitting on the carpet. When everything's all said and done, there's an entire shit trail throughout the whole house. Oh my god, we literally scared the shit out of our dog. So now we feel like assholes because we didn't mean to traumatize the poor dog. I mean, hell, I thought I was gonna be the nervous one in this whole situation. Had I known it was gonna be this shit show fiasco, we would have never tried this thing in the first place. So clearly the conclusion to this little experiment is that Otis is not a guard dog. And even though he abandoned my wife and left her for dead, we got him an ice cream cone to say that we're sorry. The end.
If you search on YouTube for Brew Stew, he's got like a ton of stories from his childhood that they made the little cartoons over. But that one by far is my favorite. The Otis story. Hi, I'm a big bad dog. Oh, he just posted one the other day. Another one about Otis. Oh yeah, it was the emergency vet. Stupid commercial that doesn't let you skip it. What the hell? So many damn commercials. This is the emergency vet visit.
Alright, now for those of you that don't know, we have a Rottweiler named Otis. And Otis, of course, is a big baby, but for the most part, he's a good dog. Of course he's a good dog because he's Mama's little baby.
That's right, I'm Mama's little baby, but I'm still mean. I'm a big, bad, mean dog. Bark, bark.
Well, with that being said, Otis does have a few bad habits that he needs to get rid of. Like, for one, he likes to sit around the house like this, which, honestly makes me uncomfortable. I don't know why. Maybe it's because his dick's touching the carpet? I mean, who the hell wants dog dick touching the carpet, for Christ's sake? Like I said, Otis is a big baby, but he still likes to pretend that he's mean and scary. But his ass is about as intimidating as a goddamn Teletubby. Hell, I watched him bark at a basketball for like 20 minutes straight one time, and that basketball couldn't give two shits. Not to mention, Otis needs constant attention, or else he'll throw a fit like some kind of moody teenager.
Nobody rubbed my belly this morning, so I tore up this stuffed animal, and then I humped whatever was left of it.
But out of all of Otis's bad habits, I'd have to say that the most annoying one is when he brings in shit from the outside.
Hey, I found this giant tree branch outside, and now it's my new best friend.
And he brings in all sorts of crazy shit from outside. We're talking branches, rocks, some kid's fucking big wheel, he doesn't give a damn.
I don't know what the hell this thing is, but I love it, and it's my new best friend.
Well, imagine our surprise when one morning, Otis's ass comes inside the house covered in blood, and then he spits out a fucking bone on the living room floor. Ah, sick, what the hell?
Hey, I made another new best friend. It's this dead thing outside that I've been rolling around in.
So naturally I start freaking out, thinking there's a fucking dead body in our backyard. So I go outside and inspect the fucking crime scene, and lo and behold, there's a goddamn blood trail that leads to the bottom of our deck. So now I have to scurry my ass under there with a flashlight, looking like a fucking goonie searching for Chester Copperpot and shit. Thankfully, it wasn't a human corpse that I found. Instead, it was a, it was a fucking animal corpse of some sort. I don't know if it was a raccoon or a possum or a fucking ocelot. I don't know what the hell it was, but it was dead as hell, I can tell you that. So naturally, I fling the corpse out into the fucking woods with a shovel, and that's the end of the story. Or at least that's what I thought was the end of it, until a few days later, when Otis's ass waltzes back into the living room, covered in blood again.
Hey, everybody, I got a bunch of red on me.
Oh, no, not again. God damn it, Otis, stop desecrating animal corpses. But upon further inspection, we realize that he's not covered in the blood of a raccoon slash possum slash ocelot. It's Otis's own blood.
Oh my God, Mama's little baby's bleeding.
Wait, what? That's Otis's blood?
Yeah, and I can't tell where it's coming from. He's got so much fur. There's too much fur. God damn it, go to the bathroom and get the razor. We have to shave the dog.
So I run to the bathroom, and instead of shaving the dog like some kind of psychopath, I grab a towel. And with that towel, I wrap Otis up like a fucking taquito, and I haul him out to the car so we can take him to the vet. Now, it's important to note, we still have no idea what the hell happened to Otis. Did some kid hit him with a fucking dirt bike? Was he attacked by a posse of coyotes? Maybe he's the victim of a cruel prank at prom in a Stephen King novel. Who the hell knows? So now my wife's driving through the neighborhood like a fucking 6-year-old playing Grand Theft Auto. Meanwhile, I'm in the back seat looking like a goddamn Reservoir Dogs scene. We finally get to the emergency vet, and at first we have no idea what the hell to even tell the receptionist. Yeah, we don't know if like our dog tripped and fell or if he got shot by a rifle, but he's bleeding all over the place. Okay, is that why you wrapped him up like a goddamn gordita?
See, we should have shaved him. I fucking told you we should have shaved the dog.
So they take Otis in the back to see what the hell's going on with him. Meanwhile, we sit down in the waiting room with all the other neglectful pet owners.
Hey, what brings you guys in today?
We don't really know exactly.
Oh, that's cool. I'm here because I knocked a can of beer into my fish tank, and now my pet turtle's all fucked up.
Oh, okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that. So like an hour and a half goes by, and all of a sudden Otis comes tap dancing out like nothing ever happened.
I got a boo-boo on my paw, but they made it all better, and I'm still a scary, scary boy. Bark, bark, bark.
Oh my God, is Mama's little baby okay? Oh yeah, he's all right. He just broke a nail on his left paw. Wait, what? All that blood and he just broke a goddamn nail?
Yeah, sometimes they bleed quite a bit, but he's okay. Oh, and sir, your drunk-ass turtle's fine. He just needs to sleep it off.
Get your hands off me, lady. I'm not sleeping shit off. Come on, let's go to Taco Bell. So all in all, let me summarize what the hell happened that day. First, we hauled a 120-pound Rottweiler burrito into the car. Then we committed 14 moving violations to get him to the vet. And finally, we paid that vet $600. Also, Otis could get a fucking manicure. But in the end, we were just happy that Otis was okay, and he was back to his non-intimidating self in no time. Granted, he was missing a front claw for a while, which his temperamental ass was very self-conscious about.
Are you guys looking at my missing claw? Stop it or else I'm gonna go rip up a roll of toilet paper and then hump whatever's left of it.
BrewStew.com.
There's some older ones that aren't as funny, but the dog one is still my favorite one. I'm a big scary dog. But I stumbled onto that one time, and yeah, I just go back and watch it every once in a while. It's fucking hilarious. What are we at? 3.5 hours? Probably about time for me to get some sleep. I need my beauty sleep. And then that Castle Grayskull will be sitting there haunting me, saying, "Open me, open me." But I'm going to try not to. So, I guess we will all be back here next Saturday evening. If I don't play before, I may play a game sometime this week. See how bad I can fuck that up. But, as always, if you want to follow. If you want to sub. If you don't want to do either, that's fine too. But, we'll catch y'all later. Bye-bye. See ya.